Picture stepping inside a charming old-world cottage as snow falls gently outside. Today, we're celebrating a Christmas that feels lived in, soulful, and deeply personal, where every decoration has a story and every corner glows with memory. If you love elegant, rustic style and thrifty decorating ideas, you're in the right place. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling us your favorite part of holiday decorating. Let's create warmth together this season. Imagine walls of soft, creamy plaster, exposed wooden beams, and floors worn smooth by time. European farmhouse style marries the richness of history with cozy comfort, drawing on natural materials like aged wood, hand-stitched linens, and stone textures that feel both rooted and timeless. These muted, earthy tones set the foundation for a Christmas aesthetic that feels peaceful, authentic, and deeply evocative of countryside winter celebrations. Picture returning from a winter walk with bundles of pine, cedar, and holly branches. Draped across mantels or framed around doorways, natural greenery evokes the warmth of the forest and an authentic European holiday feel. Add sprigs of dried citrus and cinnamon sticks to deepen the sensory memory of both scent and scene. Paired with images of wool throws and candlelight, this kind of greenery becomes a centerpiece of seasonal charm. In a softly lit corner rests a worn wooden sled, its surface gently scratched by years of use. Thrifted wood pieces like old crate boxes, vintage sleighs, and time-worn cutting boards add depth and history to your holiday display. Imagine them filled with pine cones or stacked with wrapped gifts tied in twine. These repurposed finds echo authentic farmhouse stories and allow your Christmas to feel curated, not bought. Consider decorating your tree with repurposed buttons, crocheted stars, and antique glass baubles inherited from thrifted collections. Picture soft, neutral ornaments paired with warm wood tones and twinkle lights that feel subtle yet magical. These handcrafted and repurposed elements give every branch a unique story, and invite viewers to imagine their own heirloom pieces adorned with memory and meaning. Imagine sumptuous linen tablecloths, hand-stitched runners, and plaid wool throws placed around your home. In a European farmhouse, textiles aren't just decorative, they are comforting companions for chilly winter evenings. Drape them on benches and chairs, fold them neatly by the hearth, and let their texture and pattern enhance the Christmas mood. These layers make each room feel warm, collected, and inviting to family and guests alike. Visualize a rustic fireplace mantle adorned with a garland of fir, pine cones, and dried citrus wheels. Tucked among the greenery are thrifted candlesticks repurposed with soft ivory candles, their warm flames flickering as the centerpiece of your Christmas display. Each element feels earned and intentional, nothing overdone, yet everything illuminated in a way that welcomes wonder and intimacy. Take an old farmhouse window and transform it into an advent calendar by hanging numbered tags or small ornaments from twine on the panes. Each day's piece could be a thrifted holiday token, think miniature bells or tiny wreaths, repurposed to spark joy as you count down to Christmas. This handmade advent becomes a focal point that blends tradition with personal craftsmanship. In the soft morning light, imagine crafting a wreath from foraged branches, red berries, and delicate sprigs of eucalyptus. This natural, rustic wreath, hung on a reclaimed wood door or window, sets a tone of serene countryside beauty. Thrifted burlap or linen ribbon completes the look, balancing elegant simplicity with earthy warmth in a way only true European farmhouse settings can. Envision a farmhouse table set for guests, with wooden platters, simple greenery runners, and thrifted ceramic vessels holding sprigs of rosemary or pine. Natural napkins tied with twine and antique candle holders create a scene that feels timeless. This table doesn't need ornate extravagance. Its beauty comes from texture, light, and the sense of gathering that makes Christmas unforgettable. A tree dressed in simple strings of warm lights and just a few carefully chosen ornaments speaks to both restraint and grace. Let natural wood ornaments, vintage lace ribbons, and handmade stars shine against a backdrop of soft, neutral hues. The result is a Christmas tree that feels elegant, intentional, and deeply in tune with European farmhouse calm, not chaotic extravagance. Picture corners of your farmhouse aglow with clusters of thrifted lanterns and repurposed candle holders. Groupings on window sills and tables radiate soft warmth, inviting guests to relax near their glow. The interplay of light and shadow feels like a quiet winter evening in a European countryside, a peaceful retreat from the outside world where the sparkle of Christmas feels both personal and profound. Imagine a distressed chalkboard framed in reclaimed wood, its surface beautifully hand-lettered with a greeting like "Joyful Season." Placed among wreaths and greenery, it becomes an expressive piece of holiday art. Pair this with tiny thrifted frames holding botanical sketches or winter cardinal prints, each telling a story of quiet elegance and heartfelt intention. Even without visuals, imagine the scent of simmering orange with cloves, cinnamon sticks, and rosemary filling the room. A crackling wood fire adds warmth while soft European carols play in the background. These sensory layers turn your farmhouse into a multidimensional experience, both nostalgic and joyful, subtle yet utterly unforgettable for all who enter. As guests arrive, they're greeted by a vignette of wicker baskets filled with pine sprigs and fairy lights, and a vintage lantern standing ready with a glowing candle. This simple entryway palette, greens, wood, soft light, creates a Christmas welcome that feels warm, hospitable, and elegantly understated. It sets expectation without overwhelming, inviting visitors into your farmhouse world. Step outside and picture a repurposed wagon wheel reimagined as a wreath on your barn door, flanked by strings of lights and hand-tied ribbon. Lanterns placed along the pathway cast soft illumination, offering a serene greeting to early evening visitors. These exterior touches, humble yet beautiful, reflect the same European farmhouse spirit that thrives inside your home. Imagine dusk settling as small lights glow throughout your farmhouse, a gentle cascade of warmth rather than blinding brightness. Let twinkle lights outline windows, wrap around natural wreaths, and shine softly on mantels and village scenes. This kind of lighting feels like lingering dusk in an old European village, quiet, magical, and infinitely comforting, an unspoken invitation to slow down and savor every moment. As we bring this cozy tour to a close, imagine your own farmhouse lit with candlelight and soft laughter, each thrifted find and repurposed treasure telling its own story. This European farmhouse Christmas aesthetic is more than decor, it's a feeling, a lifestyle, and a heartwarming way to welcome the season. If this inspired you, we'd love your thoughts. Subscribe, like, and comment your favorite idea below. May your holidays feel beautifully intentional and joyfully rustic.